How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. All right, today's word of the day is anti-theft, stands for designed to prevent theft. Chose this word today because you know what's been going on around the country in regards to 60 people going up into, it could be a Home Depot, it could be a Target, Walmart, and they're just stealing a bunch of things, selling them on eBay, selling them in various different places and all that crazy stuff, specifically happening in California. And, I'm not for it at all because I don't condone people breaking the law. But these organizations have made huge profits over the last couple of decades. So, and heck, as a person who was a victim of a robbery in California, in Oakland, California, back in August, that's why I said I'm not for people doing this stuff. But I will say, after I had to go to Target to get some of the stuff, buy back some of the stuff that was stolen from me. The one thing I can say, when I walked into that Target that was about maybe 10 to 15 minutes away from the Oakland International Airport, they had armed security guards in that Target. Because I didn't even realize that before the the epidemic of the epidemic of shoplifters and these major stores. The thing is, these places have always gone with not having a good enough amount of security, especially your Walmarts, your Targets, your big retail outlets that make a lot of money. I mean, heck, if you think about it, even during the pandemic, a lot of the smaller stores closed because they could not close for good because they weren't allowed to be open during the pandemic. And a lot of stores were allowed to be open during the pandemic if they just basically served the customers from outside, meaning they could serve food, but they basically was able to serve you from outside. Because a great example, Taco Bell in Los Angeles, California, there was a time you used to be able to walk in there before the pandemic, and I guess they were closed down for so long that I guess they had to work out a deal with the city in order for them to open up again. They basically cook the food, and you have to order the food from the front door, and then they serve you. You used to be able to go inside, and now you can't do that anymore. Even when they lifted all the restrictions and whatnot in Los Angeles, because they were closed down the longest, they still have the old-fashioned way of doing business in regards to the pandemic. You place your order from outside, you wait outside till your order's up. So, but all I can say is these big, it's not like Walmart and Target can't afford, Home Depot, Lowe's, they can't afford to have armed security guards. It cuts into their profit margins, but they've exceeded their profit margins for decades now. So, and I look at it like this: it's good for the economy in the sense you're helping a small or bigger business make money by having a contract with them. Because I can say that with that Target in Oakland, armed security guards, lock loaded and ready to go. So that's the first time I've been to a Target to see that. But I know because the shoplifting has gotten so bad that a lot of corporations have lost a lot of money and whatnot. And, like I said, it's crazy because, hey, the retail workers, they're not going to risk their lives trying to stop these people from stealing. So at the end of the day, it goes to show if you want to play, you got to pay. So if you want to ensure that people don't steal ideas from you, steal specific things from you, steal money from you, do your best to have your anti-theft gear ready to go. I'll leave it at that. Today's quote of the day is from Ja Rule, who I got to meet this year in the Phoenix airport. Ja Rule says, "Jail is definitely not cool. Education is." I didn't even realize until a couple of years ago that Ja Rule actually went to prison. I forgot what he went to prison for, but he actually did go to prison. I think he had to spend like 2 years or 3 years in jail. But long story short, he made the best of it, and he's making sure that he never has to do it again. But yeah, there's nothing cool about going to jail. I've never met anybody of sound mind that said they like going to jail. And the reason why I chose that quote, because a lot of people are living in a mental prison. A lot of people, I call this, there's another form of retirement. So the actual definition of retirement is, hey, you retire from your job, you can do what you want to do, you have enough money saved up, and you have enough money coming in from pensions and hopefully investments to where you can live the rest of your days for the quote unquote for the most part on your terms. But then there's another form of retirement, and I call it the workers' retirement. And basically, workers, they have a job, they have a house, they have a family, and outside of what I just said, they don't really do anything special. Maybe get on social media, maybe play a video game, or maybe binge watch movies on television or whatnot. That's their idea of a good time. And this is people in their 30s and 40s, even certain people in their early 50s. And these people are able-bodied to be able to go places and do great things and explore beautiful things, but they don't want to. They just want to live life on the internet. Anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. But that's not my idea of a good life. But I digress. So anyways, do your best to break out of your mental prison. If you're in a physical prison, do your best to get out of there as soon as possible. On that note, do the great things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take